Hello Taurus, and welcome to your reading. Taurus, we are going to see what messages are coming for you in this reading. I always want to remind you that these readings are generalized, so take what resonates with you, leave what doesn't, because that will resonate with someone else who's watching this reading. Taurus, I also want to let you know that I have another channel, which is my new channel, all about love, matters of the heart. So if you want to see more of my work, I'm going to link the channel in the description box below. Okay, so we are going to see what messages are here. If you could remember to have a look at your sun sign, your moon sign, and your ascendant sign also. When you do that, you get a whole bigger picture about what is going on for you. All right, so Taurus, I'm just tuning in and getting your messages for you because I feel that some of you are going through a transition at the moment. Okay, and let's speak about what is currently going on. So we have our card speaking about death and rebirth. And this card is all about going through that transition. This is that transformation that leads to a rebirth. So some of you are going through those moments that you just feel like everything is crumbling and falling down. But really, in the bigger picture, in the grand scheme of things, whatever is crumbling and falling away, you're going to see that something new is going to be born in place of that. Okay, so really what the message here is, whatever is currently going on, as much as you can, try not to cling, try not to hold on too much. Because when we hold on too much, this is when we feel more pain. When we hold and cling on to things that should exit our lives because they've done their thing. They've got nothing else to offer us, and something new is coming in their place. And so sometimes it is painful to go through that moment where you are either exiting maybe a job, maybe you're exiting a relationship. Whatever is happening, our tarot card that is coming in is the Six of Swords. Now, when we look at the Six of Swords, we can see that here we have our person, and she is leaving something behind. And we can see that the sea is turbulent, right? So there is that moment where you just feel like there's a lot of turbulence right now in your life that you're currently going through. But when we break down the energies of the Six of Swords, right, the swords themselves really operate on the mental plane. So this is indicating that in your mind, you're already thinking about exiting and leaving a situation behind. You are already in that energy where you know that, it doesn't make sense to stay in this situation. It doesn't make sense to do X, Y, Z. Maybe some of you are selling your homes because you're downsizing, or you're moving to a different location where maybe it's cheaper. There is that moment where you are transitioning to something new. And we all know that in that moment of transition, it is always uncomfortable, right? I mean, I'm sure that everyone who's watching this video have moved homes. And when you're moving, you have to just dismantle everything, find boxes, pack, throw away a lot of stuff that you don't need. So this is the same type of feeling that I'm getting right now, Taurus. You are throwing away things that you no longer need in your future. And the divine really wants you to know that. Also look at the things that you're taking with you. This could be emotional things that you also need to leave behind. This could also be things that really you don't need in your future, but you could just be attached to them. There is an emotional attachment to them. So the divine is saying wherever you're going, you are encouraged to travel light. Let your heart be light. Let your load be light. Okay? So this is really the message that is here, because you are going through a transformation. And this transformation, new things are going to be coming. So just having that moment of faith to say, I believe that whatever I'm leaving right now, something new, something better is going to come in and replace the thing. With the Six of Wands, it is also an energy that tells you that you are going to be getting a helping hand. So you could be seeing that you're getting a helping hand for some friends, family. There is just that sense that you are not alone as you're going through this transition. And when we look at our major arcana card that is next to the Six of Swords, we can see that you have the Hierophant. And the Hierophant is the energy that asks you to seek assistance. Okay, so if you haven't got anyone who is here to help you, you are actually being proactive and going and finding the assistance that you need. And the assistance could be in the form of maybe a mentor, a counselor. This could be a teacher, because this is the Hierophant, is that person who just knows a little bit more than you, or actually maybe a lot more than you, and they can tell you how to navigate this journey that you're currently on, because they have been here before. They have the roadmap and they know how to really navigate this situation, and they can give you some tips, they can give you some hints. So this transition can be a lot easier. I feel that for some of you, you're going to look back once you have reached the other side of this journey, and looking back, you're going to be thankful, even though right now you could just be in the moment of feeling like our guy, just like, oh my God, why? Maybe some of you are going through that spiritual awakening. There is a transition that is just here. And if you are going through that spiritual awakening, just be gentle with yourself, because it can just bring up a lot of emotions, a lot of energy. And the divine really wants you to understand that, also tapping in inside your own knowing, because sometimes we start looking for gurus, and we start, listening to just stuff that can actually derail us on our journey. So just be mindful of the content that you're consuming, because there's no point going through some rabbit hole that is just making you feel more afraid, making you feel like you shouldn't take action because the world is going to end, or whatever it is that people are putting out there. Right now for you, whatever you are going through, it is just a transition. Like I said, it is a death and rebirth. And instead of feeling like the world is going to end, instead of feeling disempowered, the divine really wants me to emphasize to you that really for you, it's not about feeling disempowered. Because when you take your power back right now, when you look at the future with excitement, even though you might be losing some stuff right now, what is coming for you is going to be a lot better. So be in that mindset where you are thankful of the transition that you're going through. Because when you are in the mindset where you feel the future is bright, where you feel passionate and excited about what is coming, this is when things start moving and shifting. When you're stuck in this energy of why is this happening, and you're fighting and you're wanting to put up, I don't know, whatever is going on, this is when you can start feeling disempowered, when you can start feeling powerless. The divine wants you to be brave, because we have the Knight of Wands, and the Knight of Wands is about taking action, and the action that you're taking, you're being laser focused on your future, what you want, instead of feeling disempowered, fighting maybe higher powers or the government, whatever it is, and you're feeling really small. No, you have power within you, and really having that faith, being focused, because when we're looking at the wands, especially the Knight of Wands is laser focused on where she is going, they are going. You are really knowing that the future is bright. Yes, there could be some chaos, but that doesn't matter, because what comes after the chaos is that energy of building a better future, Taurus. So there's nothing to be afraid of. Really stay focused on being positive, on being passionate, on being excited about this transformation that you're going through. Because as you are understanding that, the transitional period is not nice, of course, but it's a transition. It doesn't last forever. It is just a moment in time. And then, like I said, the future is bright. So whatever is happening now, the divine really wants you to start focusing on finding your own happiness inside you, finding the things that bring you joy, journeying inside your mind, your subconscious mind, and really becoming comfortable within yourself. Because when you are happy despite what is going on, this is when the transition is a lot easier. When you're fighting, when you are just not focused, when your energy is displaced, when you're feeling confused, this is when you can start feeling powerless. The divine is saying this transition is here to make us all powerful, but we get to choose what we want. It is always our choice, because this is our human experience, and it is up to us to choose what we want to experience. And we always do this through our feelings, through our emotions, through what we are focusing on. And I know that Taurus, you are the bull, and you are usually focused on wanting to create stability, especially around your money, your possessions, and all that good stuff. And that stability is dependent on you being focused on what you want, rather than being focused on what maybe some internet gurus are trying to tell you. It's really not about that. So the divine is really asking you to be really mindful about where your attention is going. All you can do really is control your life through your own feelings and what you are focusing on. So you are being asked to channel your energy. Okay, so you are channeling your energy into the future that you want to create, and understanding that there could just be that moment in time where the chaotic energy is here, but you are remaining excited like our Knight of Wands. You're remaining focused on where you are going and not derailed about what is going on. So we have our our oracle card rather, which is asking you to really channel your energy, focus your energy on what you want. Okay, so the next card that we have, our next oracle card, is coming in, and we already spoke about channeling your energy, being mindful about what it is that you're consuming, because it's easy to follow, like I said, maybe some YouTube gurus, and it's easy to feel disempowered when really this is a moment in time to feel powerful. Okay, so be aware of the company that you're keeping. Do they make you feel excited about the future, or are they robbing the joy from your future? So really be aware again of what you're consuming, especially if you're going through that spiritual awakening. The next card is asking you to break this cycle. So there's a cycle here that, again, we already spoke about a transition. We already spoke about you upgrading and starting afresh. A rebirth is on the cards, and there's a moment in time here where you need to break this cycle, and you already know what this cycle is. So it is this moment where you are being encouraged to really look at your life, all different aspects of your life, and see where there is some cycles there that need to be broken. Really taking that moment in time to be brave enough to really face your life and all the different decisions that you've made, and see where you could be holding yourself back, because we're going through that death and rebirth. It's time for a transformation. So there are cycles that needs to be broken. There are things that don't belong in your future. So right now you're just sitting and really taking note of what does it need to go with you in the next chapter of your life. And if you do that, okay, if you remain excited, if you remain focused, if you remain really diligent about the content that you're consuming, you're focusing on your life, you're focusing on your future, you're focusing on the new world that we're all creating. You are lifting up your vibration, and you know that right now we are on the dawn of that new era, and there's nothing to be afraid of. In fact, amazing 10 of events are going to happen. And everyone in this moment in time is choosing what these events are going to look like. So for you, you're going to be focusing on your joy. You're not going to be worrying about what is going on out there, because you know that where energy goes, this is where your attention is. So focus on what you want. Be diligent about what you're consuming, and you're going to see that there are some amazing 10 of events, because we already saw you here as the Knight of Wands. You're not afraid. Knights are not afraid. They are brave. They go into battle bravely, and you are battling for the next chapter of your life, for this rebirth that is on the cards. What is coming out the other side depends on you. What sort of future are you creating? Is it one that is filled with excitement, or is it one where you are feeling afraid? So Taurus, this is the reading that I have for you. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I'll see you soon. It's a goodbye.